When Square first bridged the gap between RPGs like their beloved Final Fantasy and action-adventure games like The Legend of Zelda, the result was the simple yet engaging Game Boy title, Final Fantasy Adventure. While it was marketed as a Final Fantasy spin-off in the States, it was actually the humble beginnings of the Seiken Densetsu series, aka the Mana series. And their concept of hybridizing the two distinct styles of gameplay would find a stunning balance in their follow-up for the Super Nintendo, the beautiful and engrossing classic, Secret of Mana. Released in 1993, The Secret of Mana separates itself from Square's other powerhouse RPGs for the console like Final Fantasy and Chrono Trigger in many aspects, most prominently in its real-time combat. Rather than clicking through menus, you'll traverse the colorful landscape while hacking and slashing your way through enemies and obstacles. The power gauge introduced in Final Fantasy Adventure sees a return, but it's much faster to fill up now, and as you gain expertise in the wide variety of weapons you collect, you can charge up to execute various special attacks. Many other RPG standards remain despite this focus on the action, and you'll still need to gain levels and equip new armor and whatnot, but the innovative ring menu system really helps speed up those processes, which is pretty critical when you're playing multiplayer. That's right, multiplayer, another major breakthrough for the genre. Secret of Mana allowed for up to 3 players to control your party members if you had a Super Multitap peripheral. You start out the story alone, but after just a few hours, your friends can take control of your companions, as opposed to letting the computer get them stuck on some ledge. And if you're playing by yourself, you can still quickly switch between characters and have plenty of options regarding AI behaviors. But having some extra enthusiastic dungeon crawlers along for the ride can easily make this one of the best multiplayer experiences on the Super Nintendo. The characters are also distinct enough to give each player a different role in the group, as you can basically choose from the fighter, the healer, or the mage. I got dibs on the midget. Oh yeah, and if you don't have a multi-tap, or the original cartridge, or a Super Nintendo at all, shame on you. Secret of Mana is also available on the Wii's Virtual Console, and 3 players can play with GameCube or classic controllers. Trust me, it's worth it, and it's epic. All of these gameplay innovations would also be well reinforced with a meticulous attention to detail and polish in the game's presentation. The graphics are colorful, charming, and stylish, and the soundtrack is simply stunning, and remains a beloved OST for many nostalgic gamers out there. The story is also of the same epic proportions that you'd expect from Square, and it drives the action forward very well in a well-paced quest that might take you around 15 hours to complete. There's so much more I could praise about this game, but it's probably better for you to simply play it for yourself if you haven't already, or play it again if you have. It's no secret how awesome this game is. Oh, sorry, couldn't help myself there.